I'm here with Mr. Oliver Holler, a time traveler from the future, the past we don't know. Mr. Oliver Holler, you have an incredible Back to the Future DeLorean here. Can you talk about it with the history and how this is all built, and it's got time circuits and everything?
Oh, you got to have the time circuits. Well, my wife and I built the time machine, the conversion. We hand built it about 16 years ago. It's a 1982 DeLorean, and we've driven it over 800,000 miles, I think, something like that.
That's crazy. It's crazy. And this is actually in the model of, I guess you could call it the first movie or the second movie if you just described Mr. Fusion.
Well, yeah, that's right. Mr. Fusion appears at the end of the first film, but we also we built a plutonium chamber too, so we can swap it out if need be.
Very cool. And this thing has sounds or anything like that? Any effects or any cool stuff like the door shh or any? What kind of stuff does it have?
Well, some of the effects you have to create yourself. You know, for the doors, you did very well. Do that again. There it went. Just very good, very good. But no, Mr. Fusion makes a lot of sounds, has some sound clips from the movie, and the hoverboard, you can hear the hoverboard. Hovering, yeah.
Now, this time machine, you said it was an 82 time machine. What's different between that time machine and the one in the movie? Is it the same model or same make or a different year?
Ooh, you got me stumped on that one. There are a lot more smarter people than I that know the truth.
It all works. This car, believe it or not, is built on the frame of a Lotus Esprit. Am I correct on that? I was researching that a while back. The Lotus company was responsible for the styling of the DeLorean, if I'm not mistaken. So they had a lot of input as to the look and the build, and it has many similarities. Very cool. And they've got this new DeLorean coming out. Have you seen any of it? What do you think about it? Is it cool? What do you think about that?
Well, it's going to be the same old DeLorean. The DeLorean Motor Company out of Houston, Texas, has recently been given permission to build a limited number of I guess new stock DeLoreans from the old parts. So they're currently still sourcing, I think, around 100 and some parts that they don't have with other factories that can manufacture the specific things they need.
Wow, that's awesome. You have this foundation, Team Fox. Can you tell us about that? I know it deals with the Parkinson stuff. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how's your involvement in that, what you do with that?
Sure. About the same time my wife and I were building the car, Debbie Brooks sat down with Michael J. Fox to build the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research. And as we were driving the car around, we saw a massive amount of attention it gets. And we thought, if we could direct that attention towards something meaningful and helpful for people, we'd be, accomplishing something. So that's what we did. We volunteer for the foundation, and we've raised over $500,000 for it, just with the help of fans who like to sit in the car and take pictures and things like that.
Very cool. And you have Michael J. Fox. What other celebrities or people have been involved with your stuff that's kind of been alongside the journey?
Well, we've been fortunate to meet almost everyone involved with the cast, in the movies, and a lot of the crew members and things. We've become really good friends with them over the 16 years. And of course, other celebrities occasionally stop by and want their picture taken. Yeah, well, who doesn't like Back to the Future? It's a fun film.
Very, very cool. And any other upcoming events or conventions or anything you'd like to shout out? I know there was a documentary too. That's another thing you guys recently featured, if you want to mention that.
Yeah, the documentary is called Back in Time, and it basically chronicles the kind of some behind the scenes things, and they have interviews of the celebrities and people behind the scenes, and we were fortunate enough they wanted us to be in it too, so it was nice for us to be able to share our story.
Very, very cool. Right quick, do you have any website links, Twitters, Facebooks, anything you'd like to shout out to people on the grid to find out more about the awesome Back in the Time machine?
Sure. The easiest one is backtothefuture.com, or you can go to DeLoreanTimeMachine.com and MichaelJFox.org.
Very, very cool. Mr. Oliver Holler, it's a pleasure talking with you, sir. You keep rocking and rolling. And remember, this is Owen with SciFiction.com.